104.7 The Cave. Mike the Intern on the phone with comedian Henry Cho, who's going to be at the Gillioz Theater June 4th and 5th, part of the Empty Nest Tour. Henry, how are you doing this morning, man?
Hey, I'm doing good this morning. Thank you very much for having me on.
Of course. Obviously, big tour going on. You're in the middle of this thing right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of it. It ends in November, and then 2027 start another tour for probably another 18 months, 2 years. But yeah, Springfield looking. Hey, I want to thank Springfield. You guys sold out the first show, so we added one. The first one on the 5th sold out, so we threw one on the night before. So looking forward to coming to Springfield for 2 nights. And I haven't been there since the late 80s, early 90s.
Wow.
I did Off the Wall Comedy Club in Springfield way back in the day.
Yeah, I'd guess there's probably a lot of people that don't remember that because I don't remember. The last one I remember was Sir Gregory's, but that was before my time. So that's awesome that you ended up having to add an extra night to your tour. One thing I also wanted to commend you on is being a member of the Grand Ole Opry. That is not an easy feat, and that's Ryman's one of my favorite venues in the country, man. So that's a big deal.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, 3 years ago I was inducted. First comedian in over 50 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They went away from it. I mean, I'm not one of those characters like Grandpa or Minnie Pearl. I just do stand up. I just go tell jokes. And, I started doing it back in like 2010, 2011. And, it was amazing. And I was just trying to, get invited back. And, before I knew it, I'd been invited back over 100 times. And then early on, the other members and the crew, they're like, man, you got to be a member. And I'm like, what? You're crazy. And lo and behold, Marty Stewart introduced me, invited me, and my good golfing buddy Vince Gill inducted me. And, yeah, it's great. There's only 60 active members. I'm member 229, and the Opry is 100 years old, so I thought there have been thousands of members, but no, it's pretty rarefied air.
Yeah, it's an exclusive club, and even more exclusive when a comedian gets inducted. So that's a big deal, and that's really cool that Marty Stewart invited you because his band is one of my favorites. They're a great group, and it also is pretty cool your tie with some of these country music artists too. Is it just you were around them? How did that come to fruition? You've worked with a lot of them.
Yeah, well, back in the 90s, when Reba was killing it, I'll tell you how big Reba was. Brooks and Dunn were her openers.
Wow.
And then she saw me somewhere and goes, hey, you should be part of the show. So instead of having 3 bands where there's a equipment strike and a break in between, I would go on stage and have a silk screen behind me, and Brooks and Dunn would be ready to go. So I would do my 15 minutes or whatever, and then I'd be finished. I go, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Brooks and Dunn, and the screen would come up, and they just hit it. So she learned how to save about 40 minutes time-wise on a show because there's no set change.
Yeah.
And it just got things moving. So I probably, I've probably done 80, 90 shows with Reba. And then Carrie Underwood, after she won American Idol, she went out on tour, and we were both with the same agency at the time, and they didn't want to put a musician with her, so they asked me if I'd go out with her. So I've known Carrie for over 20 years, and so that's how all these things happen. That's one thing about being a clean comedian. What I do is adult humor, but it's clean.
Yeah.
It just opens up other doors that I try to tell all these young guys and all my openers. All my openers have to be clean and funny. I told them, if you stick to that route, you'll get more work, and it sure has. It's helped me.
I agree with that too. I mean, there are some guys that want to be polarizing, but it's a lot easier to not burn any bridges. So commending you on that as well. Again, Henry Cho in town. The first night that they had up for sale, June 5th, is sold out. So if you want to see him when he comes, you got to get tickets to the Thursday, June 4th show at the Gillioz Theater. You can get them at the box office, henrychocomedy.com or etickets.com. Again, Henry, thank you so much for your time this morning. Looking forward to seeing you in about a month.
Oh, cool, man. Hey, thanks for having me on, and we'll see you in about a month, pal.